Cha-cha. 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 Hello everyone. Okay, today's exercise and what we're going to talk about is starting our horses to learning to jump. So I keep it nice and simple. We just have a straight line here and then we have two diagonal lines. How we start each horse to jump is we start them with ground poles, and I'm going to place some ground poles over here. We're working with a pony, so we're going to walk the pony stride. I keep it easy. We start with 3 poles and nothing more than that. Keep it easy so they can learn to stay balanced, nothing to make them overwhelmed or to scare them. Just 3 simple pulls, and we're going to walk 3 steps for a pony. 1, 2, 3. If it's a horse, we're going to add another foot. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to add more of a stride with our step, but we're making it simple with our pony. 3 steps. So we're coming over. We start with a line. Not all the jumps are going to be set up. In a cross rail starting off, you're going to set them up smaller so that they feel comfortable going over the poles and the cross rail. Don't try to just throw your horse at it and hope for the best, because then they get scared. If they knock them, they get scared. We want everything to be inviting and feel comfortable. So if they're going to get scared, we stack the poles on the ground. So we're going to just go ahead. We would lower the sides to be on the ground, and then we slowly build up to a little bit more of a cross rail height. Now with everything we do, we're keeping it at 3 poles. We're not going to add more than 3 poles. So we have our entrance pole, we have our jump, and then we have our exit pole, okay? And we're gonna walk these poles. Again, this is for a pony. We're just keeping it at 3 steps. We don't have an ox or anything. So we're just keeping it at step 3, simple steps. 1, 2, 3. I should take a little bigger step coming off of it. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, just because they're jumping and they're landing a little bit farther away from the jump than if we were on our ground pole. Again, 1, 2, 3. And we do that with each jump of this line, the same thing. So it's a 4 stride through here. So we're going to ride 4 strides to our jump. What this encourages is our horse to stay around, and it also keeps them balanced. It keeps them balanced coming in and keeps them balanced and exiting. So work on that back and forth. Keep it low until they feel comfortable. Trot in, trot to the next jump, okay? And then once they feel comfortable jumping it, then go ahead and trot in and canter to the next jump. It's not going to be pretty starting off. They're going to try to find their way, but keep everything simple. When they start to find their way and they feel confident and comfortable jumping through, then you go ahead and you start adding the canter between the jumps. Now, if we decide that they are going great because they're trotting in, they're landing in a nice smooth canter, they're staying straight, and they're jumping and staying around on the next jump, and they're landing correctly and staying balanced, then we can maybe go, okay, take notes of that. Maybe we can canter into the line next time. So here's another really great exercise to work on. Teaching your horses to jump is the 2 poles coming in and a small jump. This encourages them to keep their stride moving forward and that they land with a forward motion and they canter out. You can again always add a ground pole after your cross rail, but I didn't do that because I had them nicely working the 1 stride back and forth, the stride back and forth, so that they're staying around and balancing. So what we're going to do is trot in and jump out and land and canter out, okay? And then over time, if they get good, maybe we trot in over the first pole and we tell ourselves, okay, when we're going over the pole, we're going to ask for the canter stride, and then we canter them over the second pole and the jump. And then we just keep doing that until they feel comfortable, and then we canter into the first pole and canter the jump. So we just work both diagonals here. So we're going to work here. If we're canting off our right lead and we're changing direction over the diagonal, we're going to encourage him to land on the left lead. Same thing over here. If we work off the left lead, we jump over, we're going to encourage to land on the right lead. So keep everything simple. Don't go and ask them to jump a cross rail right away if they don't understand balance and where their feet is. Start with ground poles. And if your horse is spooky of boxes and flowers, you need to do the work on the ground. Don't try to do the work under saddle. I don't want to see anyone taking a stick and spanking them if they don't do it, because that just means either one, they don't know how to put their feet in front of the box, or two, they are actually a little worried of the box, and it's not fair for them. A bat, and if you're taking a bat to them, if they're worried of the box, then they're going to associate always the flower box as something negative, and we don't want negative. We want positive. We want them to do it for ourselves, for themselves. We want them to be taking us to it quietly and lightly, and just feel confident jumping up over it. Okay, so I want everyone to work on this exercise with your new horses. It's a fabulous exercise. Teaching jump, keep it simple, keep it easy, don't make it more than that, and you keep working on it until they are solid and confident in it, and then you can move up the height and change things. I want to thank my sponsors, My Bellamute, and their beautiful belts that they provide for me, and their beautiful riding tops, and also Rainbow Natorium on their beautiful colorful hairnets. So I will have the link below. You guys can check them out in the description. Visit their website. You can get 10% off if you are coming from me. But all in all, great exercise. Keep it simple. Start with 3 pulls first, and then move up to your cross rails. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Bye.